Welcome back to Marvel Midnight Suns. Today we look at the second mission in the Hunger DLC. We have managed to upgrade some of Morbius' moves after the first mission and the general mission that had to be done in between. Just like the first episode, there won't be any talking over the missions themselves. Now we have managed to upgrade his moves. There's 2 moves there of upgrades, plus we have 2 new moves as well, Mist Form and Feeding Frenzy. Hopefully these will come in useful today. Now let's get into it. Let's see where this mission is taking us next.
Now that the Hydra vampires have my prototype sample, I've no doubt they'll attempt to create their own sunlight serum.
Mass produce it, more like.
Where would Hydra vampires go to mass-produce sunlight serum?
Somewhere familiar to them.
How about a Hydra facility that makes the gamma goop they put in their blood?
Yes, I'm gonna go with exactly like that.
How about one sending a distress signal about a vampire invasion? Might be a good place to start.
Has Hydra turned upon itself?
No, this is biology. It's a vampire's nature to betray the living.
Excuse me?
Oh, but not mine. I differ on a biological level.
Relax. It was a joke.
Sin. I should have known you were behind this.
Hold them off. We need more time. Go. Feed upon them. Let their veins bleed rivers.
If we can disable those terminals, at the very least we can slow their efforts to reproduce the serum.
But we need to protect the server to access the data ourselves.
Correct.
And I thought technology was supposed to make our lives easier.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
Now remember who started this.
Flames!
have earned this. You had your chance to escape.
We are the instruments of your will.
Looks like they called for help.
I'm sure you've all realized what will happen if these vampiric Hydra forces lose their vulnerability to the sun.
Civilians are going to pay the price, and we can't allow that.
Your sincere concern for the guiltless is inspiring.
And your lack of empathy for them is disturbing.
You ain't good enough for me. It is too late for you.
Now, truly, what did you expect, honestly?
This will take.
You've left me no choice.
We will not fall that easily.
Now that was something.
Fresh meat coming in.
At least my mother knows how to keep her minions in check.
As much as she'd like to pretend, Sin doesn't hold the same sway as her grandfather, much less Lilith.
Does it matter? She has enough resources at her disposal to be a problem.
Crude, but effective. Scared yet?
Reinforcements on approach.
Everything according to plan. Your mother abandons you.
Prototype. It's here. We must recover it.
One more batch. Secure it. Quickly now.
So we finally have the opportunity to settle our grievances personally.
You're surprisingly enthusiastic for someone marching towards their end.
And you are shockingly confident for someone who dares tread on the work of a superior intellect.
Enough talk!
I'll make quick work of
You should never have come here.
The light will carry you onward.
good stuff.
Lilith has sent you here to die. I hope you are prepared.
Up for this?
I have always wanted.
Coming at me now.
Still they persist.
I will waste no more time. They will kneel.
Made a grave mistake.
Got some more flunkies coming in. I doubt this will take much longer. You attached to that face. Maybe it's time you quit this racket.
Feel my call.
looking good. You looking at me?
An intriguing advancement.
Her will.
You all share the same brain? You're lucky that's as far as I know. They got some backup coming.
Soon, the forces of Hydra will rule the day as well as the night. None will stand in their way.
It's important they see you maintain an inspirational outlook in the face of overwhelming defeat.
I am impressed.
Kiss it goodbye.
Your fear is palpable.
Is it my turn now? Be mine.
Leave some for the rest.
They seem very set in their ways.
It's about time.
Accept your fate. Our long wait.
You're making it hard to resist the blood.
We're almost here. Hold position.
Lilith must be desperate if these are her best.
So be it. You aren't good enough for me.
I've been waiting.
I'm serving you a new one.
Pathetic.
They cannot possibly match your...
Still want a piece?
The blood of the guilty sustains me.
That must have taken practice.
I'll take that.
Your prototype sample?
Indeed. And now to destroy the sunlight serum. But it's not all here, is it?
Of course not. We manufactured so much. All transported off-site before you even arrived. This is the final batch. A reserve. I am a wolf in the night. The yapping of a mangy cur does not concern me.
Tell me where you brought the serum.
Watch that temper, little mutt. You don't want to lash out and bite the ones you love.
Tell me!
Where else, you pathetic counterfeit? I delivered it to the Lord of Vampires.
You don't know what you've done.
Oh, but I do. Dracula, my master, has enough sunlight serum to supply an army. And there's nothing you can do to stop him.
Hey, Hunter. I saw Morbius heading toward Hunter's Folly. He looked distressed. Can you make sure he's not about to lose control? If I go out there, it won't be to talk.
I came out here to be alone, Hunter.
Are you sure being alone is a good idea right now?
Blade sent you to check on me, didn't he? Probably didn't want to come himself because he thought we'd just end up fighting.
Is he wrong?
Of course not. And I can't promise we won't end up trading blows before the night is through, either.
I do not wish to fight you. I came because I am worried about a fellow teammate.
That is... too kind. I do not deserve your mercy.
That is what makes it mercy.
They stole my work, Hunter. They perverted it for their own designs. There is an army of vampires ready to cut loose on the world, and they are all immune to sunlight. I did that. Not Dracula.
You could not have known that Dracula would get his hands on your sample.
No. But I should have foreseen that he'd want it. That he would come for it.
We will fix this. Together.
You're right. Wallowing in self-pity will accomplish nothing. We must prepare to act. Oh, and Hunter. I'm sorry. My behavior tonight was beyond the pale. I wish you had not seen me like this.
If you are going to be part of this team, you cannot continue to lash out at anyone in the Abbey.
I understand. It won't happen again.
Then we will not talk about this anymore.
Well, I would love a few quiet moments to meditate on what we've said. Unless you need something else.
Enjoy the quiet.
I'll just be here, brooding.
I don't like how Morbius is acting. We need to work on our contingency plan.
We? You have more experience with Morbius than I. I assumed you already had emergency protocols in place.
How did it go with Morbius? Is he slipping?
Relax, Blade.
That man is a walking bomb. Maybe the fuse isn't lit, but I don't want to be caught holding him when he explodes.
Morbius is trying to be a good man. I want to support him.
I know I'm the one who said he'd be useful, but we can't be careless about this.
I am surprised, Blade. You and Morbius are not that different. I thought you knew the darkness with which he wrestles. I thought you would empathize with him.
I do know that darkness. That's why I'm worried. Morbius can't kill the monster inside. He can only continue to build a cage around it. He didn't ask for this curse, and he wouldn't wish it on anyone.
Are you still talking about Morbius?
Just watch your back, Hunter.
Hunter, I heard that you went to talk to Morbius. If it helps, I know of an infused herbal tea renowned for its calming effects.
I do not think that'll be necessary, Stephen.
I must admit Morbius is an anomaly. He's no longer human, but he isn't like other vampires. He struggles to find a place he belongs.
The Midnight Suns have always been a home for wayward outcasts.
Is that really what you think of Tony?
You know what I mean.
Only some friendly ribbing. Of course, I'm glad to hear it, but Morbius is a special case. He will require special care.
It sounds like you care about Morbius.
I recognize something inside of him. Our ambitions are similar. We were both obsessed with our work, with our goals. That drive eventually led to his downfall, as did mine.
Yet you are both very different men.
But the need for spiritual recuperation affects us both. Do not be surprised that Morbius loses control. That is his crucible. He must overcome it to make peace with himself.
And that is episode 2 of the Hunger DLC in Marvel Midnight Suns finished. We did manage to see Sin once again. We know what's going on now and who's behind it. She alluded to someone we'd met previously, Dracula. So hopefully we'll be able to put a stop to him in the next episode. So we'll see you for that one. And thank you for watching.